Welcome back to The Explainer. Today, we're jumping right into a deeply fascinating, honestly kind of startling philosophical concept. We're going to reframe our entire existence, not as a series of random, chaotic events, but as a strict, zero-sum cosmic ledger. If you've ever felt like life is just totally unpredictable, well, the source material we're unpacking today argues the exact opposite. It suggests there's actually a flawless mathematical precision to literally everything that happens to us.
So, to start unraveling this, let's kick things off with a pretty provocative question. Have you ever wondered why bad things just seem to happen out of thin air? Like, why do people suddenly suffer pain, or go through massive hardships, or even face unexpected catastrophes? Most of the time, we just chalk that up to bad luck, right? We say it's an unfair world.
But then, on the flip side, we have to ask the exact opposite question. What about those moments of pure, overwhelming joy? Why do we sometimes get hit with these sudden bursts of good opportunities, incredible grace, or strokes of what looks like pure, unadulterated luck? Section 1. The Universal Law of Balance.
The answers to those massive life questions lie in what our source material calls an unbreakable, zero-sum rule of the universe. It's a foundational law governing the mechanics of our reality, even if we can't see it running in the background. Think of it as an ironclad rule. The sum of positive and negative energy must always be perfectly equal. Every single gain in payment must, without exception, balance out to zero. Basically, life operates on a flawless accounting system. Absolutely nothing is truly free, and there are literally no free lunches anywhere in the cosmos. Every single gain you make requires a payment.
And this brilliantly illustrates the sheer scale of this law. The author uses a great analogy here. If you walk into a jewelry store, diamonds demand a way higher price than rubies or emeralds, right? If you want the diamond, you have to empty your wallet. There's just no way around it. Obtaining more precious things requires you to pay higher prices. So scoring life's most incredible rewards, that's going to require an equally massive energetic investment.
Section 2. The price of every gain. Now, human society might look incredibly confusing and chaotic on the surface, but if we observe carefully, we're constantly trading our time, money, and energy in ways we don't even realize. The text uses this beautiful, poetic juxtaposition to show how this shifting balance works. What is gained at sunrise will be lost at sunset, and what is lost at sunset will be gained at sunset. It's like a cosmic seesaw. As one thing falls, another rises. If you gain something in the morning, a hidden cost is deducted by the evening. The scales are always seeking equilibrium. Let's look at the actual practical ledger of our lives. When you gain money, you don't just get it for free, do you? You might be paying for it with your labor, your reputation, your peace of mind, or honestly, even your life. But conversely, look at what happens when you lose or pay money. You might actually be buying comfort, safety, fame, status, or honor. It totally changes how you view a financial hit. Losing money might literally be a payment that helps you avoid a much worse misfortune.
And this currency isn't just cold, hard cash. The exchange rate crosses boundaries. Your material payments don't always just give you material rewards. They might yield huge spiritual or mental benefits. And the reverse is true too. The investments you make in the spiritual or mental realm can directly fund your material gains in the physical world. Now, I know what you're thinking. You're probably saying, well, I know a guy who got rich and definitely never paid a price. The source addresses this by zooming way out. You cannot judge this cosmic ledger over a short period. The balance is calculated over a massive time frame. We're talking an entire human lifespan, or even the karma of 3 incarnations. The author even references the Prophet Muhammad, warning that if all your earthly desires are met in this life, you'll have absolutely nothing left for the afterlife. The bill always comes due, eventually. Section 3. The Hidden Rewards of Loss. Which brings us right back to the profound mystery we opened with. Let's totally reframe how we view life's absolute lowest points, as well as its highest peaks. Our source gives us a radical shift in perspective here. Why do you suffer? Because you have previously gained something. Your current suffering is just the universe collecting an outstanding debt. And why do you experience sudden joy or good opportunities? Because you previously paid something. That joy is the guaranteed payout for a past hardship you endured. Section 4. Reject all unearned gains.
So, since we now understand that taking things for free carries a dangerous, hidden, and totally inevitable debt, we need to protect ourselves. And we do that in our daily lives by forcefully rejecting unearned gains. This quote is a stark, uncompromising warning. There is never any profit at the expense of others. If you think you're cleverly skimming off the top of someone else's energy or resources, you're only fooling yourself. You will inevitably bankrupt yourself later when the universe comes to balance the equation. So what does this look like in practice? What must you actively reject every single day? It doesn't matter if it's an unearned bonus from your boss, a $20 bill you found lying on the sidewalk, or even extreme unearned generosity from your own parents or kids. If you didn't pay for it with your own effort, you are incurring a cosmic debt. Taking things for free is arguably the most dangerous thing you can do for your future well-being.
Section 5. The value of self-creation. So how do we flip this dynamic? How do we stop racking up cosmic debt and start using this ironclad rule to our advantage? This is the most empowering, actionable takeaway from this entire explainer, the immense value of self-creation. You have to be the engine of your own life. You must actively meet all of your own needs through your own effort. By building your own wealth, your own happiness, and your own success through direct personal action, you ensure that you owe the universe absolutely nothing. You are paying your way as you go.
And this rule penetrates deeply into our most intimate relationships too. I absolutely love this specific detail because it's a harsh but necessary reminder that even our partnerships are governed by this energetic balance. The author specifically warns that expecting a free ride from a spouse or a partner is a total delusion. There is no such thing as a free gift, even in love.
Section 6. Give more, take less.
Let's distill this into a highly actionable philosophy you can use today. If you want to master this universal ledger, here is your practical checklist. Step 1. Take absolutely nothing for free. The text even says to refuse donations. Step 2. Never fish in troubled waters or exploit others when they're down. And step 3, the golden rule. Proactively pay more into the world while consciously choosing to gain less. Overpay with your efforts and happily take a smaller slice of the pie. Now, why on earth would you voluntarily choose to take less? Because of the absolute inevitability of the ledger. When you structure your life around giving and paying more, you never need to worry about being shortchanged. Your eventual reward is a mathematical certainty guaranteed by the universe, just as loss is inevitable for the greedy. You might dodge a bullet down here in the mortal world, but as the text says, you cannot escape the Tao in heaven. And if we zoom all the way out to the ultimate goal, the source material argues that achieving the highest possible spiritual reward, reaching the kingdom of heaven, requires the ultimate payment. You can't just acquire your way into heaven. It requires a complete and total dedication of everything, your entire body and your soul. I'm going to leave you with this final provocative challenge directly from the author. He invites you to test this strict zero-sum theory in your own daily life. Inspect it, verify it. The results are going to speak for themselves. So the real question is, will you dare to start paying more and taking less today? Thanks for joining me for this explainer, and I highly encourage you to test this universal ledger for yourself.